Welcome back to the Traders Network Show and our coverage of the 2019 Humanity 2.0 event, broadcasting worldwide from the Vatican. I'm Matt Bird for Equities.com and our affiliated partners, and my next guest is Nicholas Hann. Nicholas, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
No, thank you for taking the time. Now, you are the Vice President of Impact and Facilities Chair of Global Grand Challenges for Singularity University.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
That's a mouthful.
It is.
But that means you're important. So listen, we're both here. We're both in the Vatican. We've both crossed the ocean to get here for this epic event that's happening. I saw Matthew Sanders' opening statements and opening comments. You've been inside a little longer than I have. I've been out here, covering and doing some interviews. Can you give our audience a little bit of a kind of a up-to-date kind of feedback on what's been happening inside, so that we got insights from where you stand?
Well, what we heard about was the importance of maternal-child health care and how all of us, 7 some odd billion humans around the world, have this shared experience of 9 months in the womb, and how that is the nurturing launch pad for all of us, and why that's a priority for Humanity 2.0. And we heard from thought leaders and we heard from practitioners talking about real-world solutions to make that experience of maternal-child health care more healthy and nourishing for all of us.
That's amazing. Now you've got some social impact initiatives of your own that tie into what's happening here.
Yes.
It's all symbiotic. Tell us a little bit about that.
So one of them is, in my capacity at Singularity University, I work with technology thought leaders who talk about the future of technology with this exponential growth curve, meaning it grows really fast. It accelerates year in, year out, whether it be artificial intelligence or digital biology or robotics, etc.
Yep.
And how that can be used to solve the world's biggest challenges through different innovation mindsets and create a world of abundance. So it ties into here because to solve maternal-child health care, we're going to need to leverage new technologies like artificial intelligence and sensors, and to get the cost of hardware down to the point where it can be accessible anywhere in the world.
I think you really nailed the innovation side of it. There's always been that debate of what happens when we overpopulate or overuse, and we have current limitations to our infrastructure or current limitations to our ability to renew. But the reality of it is, necessity breeds invention. And as we get to the point, and we're at the point now where technology is innovating faster than it's ever innovated before, and that abundance, the statement of abundance is really tangible today. It's a difference between like dial-up and ISDN, and then converting data to packets and moving video faster. And I mean, it's like there's many layers and layers to it, and that's a very simplistic analogy, but. Where do you see the next layer of abundance innovation in the sustainable world or in the impact space?
For me, one of the biggest challenges, and it does tie into maternal-child health care as well in terms of the environmental conditions that make that experience nourishing, is climate change. It's a massive challenge that we have a shared problem here on planet Earth on. Breakthroughs in a couple breakthroughs in the technology side, which is going to help address climate change, is renewable energy. The price performance of solar energy is dropping rapidly in this exponential downward point to where it's disrupting fossil fuel energy, and we need to get off fossil fuels very quickly. So technology is helping in that regard. Technology is helping with our food systems. Just last week, a company that offers protein-based meat products called Beyond Meat went public.
IPO.
They IPO.
Yep.
Just a few years ago, if you had said that a vegetable beef product would be successful in the United States, you'd think I was crazy. Well, wouldn't you know it, Beyond Meat is serving the Impossible Burger in Burger Kings throughout the entire United States, and their IPO last week had the most successful IPO financially since the year 2000. So there's an appetite for revolutionary change in our food system.
Well, we are Equities. We are the Equities Network, and we cover emerging growth. And I got to tell you, as I saw that coming off the Wall Street Journal and they made the front page, I thought myself, where was I on this IPO?
Yes.
I had to just do a double take on this one, but it's pretty phenomenal, and I love. That's a great analogy. Listen, as we wrap this up, because we got to cut to commercial break in a minute. Where do you see the future tie-in between Singularity University and what you're doing and the initiatives here? here? Because they have got a lot of initiatives that they want to tackle. They got the right people in the room to do it. You're a good company with Google and Cisco. I think the president of Malta is coming through if she hasn't already arrived. Where do you see the future of this all going?
So humanity is at a massive transition point right now. We've never experienced anything like this, where so many of our social systems and resource systems are going through radical change right now. Largely driven by exponential technology, but also globalization and the like. What we have to offer is to help change the mindset of leaders into this exponential curve, so that they don't miss the next IPO and that they're actually creating it. And with this mindset of abundance. It's a very different way of thinking. You and I grew up in a world of scarcity mindset. Actually, energy is abundant, water is abundant, creativity is abundant, and we need to change our mindsets and think about creating an abundant world, not a scarcity world.
You know what, and it's going to take innovation to do that, and growth of technology, and I think we're going to get there.
Absolutely, we will.
Well, listen, Nick, thanks for joining us on the show. Nick Hann, right?
Yes.
The executive director at Singularity University.
Sorry? Faculty chair.
Faculty chair. Listen, we'll be right back after this commercial break. We've got some more great guests coming along. You know what, I might have you back on a little bit later. Maybe
I'd be happy to.
After your panel. You're towards the end of the day today, is that right? On the innovation panel, along with Frank Ricotta from Burst IQ.
Okay, I didn't even know who else was
really
on the
good
panel.
guy, really good guy. We'll be right back after this message.
Thank you.